My squad found a tape that shouldn't exist. I don't talk about this shit often. Most people wouldn't believe it anyway. But lately I've been having the dreams again. And the only way I know how to stop them is to write it out. So here it is. We were clearing a village out in Helmand Province, middle of nowhere. It was 2008, hot, dry, quiet. Intel said the place had been used by Taliban fighters just days before we got there. We moved in with our squad 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment. The village was abandoned. No gunfire, no resistance. Just this weird, heavy silence, like the buildings themselves were holding their breath. We split into teams to clear the home's mud huts, mostly. My fire team was with Staff Sergeant Martinez, PFC Doyle, and Sergeant Kinney. We were clearing the north end of the village when we found this one house. Looked like it'd been untouched for years, dust everywhere. But no signs of looting or life. It just felt wrong. Inside, in one of the back rooms, Martinez found this old metal box. Inside was a small tape recorder. Like a legit analog one and a handful of cassette tapes labeled in pencil. Arabic on one side, but some had English too. One of the tapes was labeled Ranger 2 Kia Log. We all kind of laughed it off. Figured it was some propaganda or sick joke. Martinez popped it in and hit play anyway. Static, then a voice. Clear as day. Timestamp 0734 hours. PFC Doyle, gunshot to the neck. Bled out in the street near the well. We all froze. Doyle turned pale. "That's not funny," he said. Next line on the tape, timestamp 0740 hours. Vision Kinney booby trap in doorway, multiple shrapnel wounds, died instantly. Kinney looked at the door we'd just come through. It kept going. Staff Sergeant. Martinez ambushed near Northern Alley, shot twice in the chest. Final note. Corporal Harris last seen running into the desert. Presumed dead. "That's me, Corporal Harris." None of us said anything for a while. We just stood there listening to the low hum of the tape spinning. Martinez tried to laugh it off, but his hands were shaking. "It's fake," he said. "They're trying to mess with our heads." We left the house, but that weird feeling followed us like smoke, like something had shifted. Then things started happening, exactly like the tape said. Doyle was the first. It was around 7:30 the next morning. We were moving through the village square. Gunfire broke out brief, just a few shots. When we turned the corner, Doyle was on the ground, holding his neck, just like the tape. We called in a medevac, but he was dead before the bird even got off the ground. Martinez wouldn't talk about the tape anymore, said it was coincidence. Bad luck. 2 hours later, we heard an explosion from a house on the east side of the village. Kinney had gone in first. The blast blew the door off the hinges. We found his body inside. Shrapnel had torn through his vest, his helmet, everything, dead on impact. We were down to 2. Martinez lost it after that. He started blaming me. Said I cursed us by opening that damn box. He tried to smash the recorder, but it wouldn't break that night. He told me he was going to leave at first light. Said he'd rather get court-martialed for desertion than be the next line on that damn tape. At dawn, I woke up to the sound of distant gunfire. Martinez had walked alone toward the north alley. We found his body 30 minutes later, 2 shots, chest. Just like the tape said. I was the last one left. I should have called in command. But I didn't. I couldn't. What was I supposed to say? "Hey, sir." My squad got ghosted by a cassette player from the future. No one would have believed me. Hell, I barely believed me. I left the village. Ran for miles until I got picked up by a patrol. I told them we were ambushed and I was the only survivor. That was technically true, I guess. I kept the tape recorder. I don't know why. Sometimes I play the other tapes. Most are in Arabic, but a few sound like other units. Names I've heard before, people I've served with. I don't know who made them, or what made them, but they're real. And everyone I've listened to has come true. I've got one more tape left. It just says Harris final entry. Haven't played it yet. Not sure I ever will. If you enjoyed the story, consider subscribing. But don't blame me if you can't sleep tonight. Until next time, keep the lights on and the doors locked. Goodbye.